So today's topic is all about surviving, thriving, being able to make it through something that's so surreal, so hard, something that you just feel like, I'm not going to make it. This feels like this is it. You know, um, there's nothing else. I just feel like a failure. I feel like, I can't win. And so when you get in that point of your life where everything is so critical and you just feel like you can't win, you start giving up and you start giving in. I have been battling and challenged my whole life. I've gone through so much in 55 years of my life. And sometimes I would just get so exhausted and so tired and fed up it was just like I was standing at the door and I knocked like 10 times because I knew that somebody was there. I knew God was there. But I debated, should I knock one more time or should I just give up? And just when I think, I'm done, I don't feel like knocking, I'll have an angel, aka friend. I'll have an angel, aka family. I'll have an angel, aka stranger, pour into me, give me a spark or smile or handshake or hug or love or care or support. Somebody would give me something that would just fill me up just enough where I could coast through. And then I go, you know what? I'm going to knock one more time. And I would knock at that door and then the door would open just as I wanted to give up. But God will use people in all kinds of capacities to help you to be able to push through. He knows that when you're tired. He knows that when you feel fed up. He knows that when you want to give up and give in. He knows. And so I think back on so many things, and I'll be honest with you and tell you that my memory is not all the best. Because many days of my life, I was in so much pain and I was suffering so much with sickness that I lived outside of my body just so I could cope with life. And it was difficult. I think about so many things that I'm like, wow, I don't think somebody else would be able to handle this, what I've been through. I don't think somebody else could understand. And I'll be honest with you. I have some people that listen and they want to understand, but they've never been in pain. They've never had all of these symptoms. They've never gone to the doctor as much as I have. They've never taken medication as much as I have. And so when you have chronic illness, having a trauma by being hit by a car and then have chronic illness due to the being hit by a car and then, all of these different things, you know, coping is huge. But that frayed rope where it just keeps unraveling. Life is just unraveling constantly. The rope is your whole life. So 55 years of rope where sometimes it's strong and other times it's frayed, where it gets thin, where it's gonna just snap and break apart. And when I tell you that I've had so many weak moments in that rope, but I've had some really strong moments. I've had some people come along and tie it together. I've had some people come along and hold it for me. I had some people come along and give me an anchor so if the rope breaks, that I have another rope that is a substitute. And so I am just so grateful that, whenever I think that God is leaving me alone and I don't have nobody, because I've had a whole bunch of those thoughts here while I lived in Florida. I've been here alone by myself for 8 years. And I'm like, oh, I don't have any family here. And I realized that that's not true. I have a different array of people that are in my life. And I will say that the ones that want to be in my life are the ones that I want in my life. And I always say that sometimes you have to create your own support system, you have to create your own family. And I've done that. I don't get to see them often. I don't get to see them much, but there are some people here that even when I only see them 2, 3, 4 times a year, it's just like we talked yesterday. I am not happy with my current situation where I live. And so I am going to rectify that and move closer to the people that I really care about and I love. And so I am grateful for being able to say that I'm 55 years old and I made it. But also grateful that people came out to celebrate me. I'm one of those people that stay in the background. I'm the one that, I don't need recognition. I'm the person that will, I help everybody in my company. It doesn't matter. Even the ones that are hateful, I help them to a degree. But, excuse me, I just have people in my life professionally. I have people in my life that personally, but then my personal and my professional have collided, and it's just been an amazing, wonderful time. And so, getting up every day and going to work and, finding joy in what I do every day and, helping my customers every day and helping, my coworkers every day. It just brings a smile to my face, and so even when I don't get to see people often, I'm still getting filled up. I'm still feeling fulfilled, supported. I'm feeling happy and joyful. So I'm grateful. I'm just so absolutely grateful for my life. It's not perfect. I have things that I'm still working on, things that I make mistakes on every day, but I am smiling. I am happy. People will tell me, you know what, you look happy, you look joyful. You look like you're, content. You look at peace. And that's how I feel. I'm grateful. So I just wanted to come on and give a brief little podcast today. I can't stay on too long. It's been a long weekend, a long week. I've been chilling all week, but last night I went out and hung out with friends and coworkers and family. And when I tell you that my body ached so bad when I got home last night, so I need to rest in order to be ready to go for Monday. So I am thankful and grateful to be able to come to y'all this Sunday, April 13th, and just, tell you how grateful I am and how joyful. I can't stop smiling. Yesterday, I just smiled. I danced. I sang. I loved on. I hugged. I fellowshipped. I witnessed to. I laughed with. I even did a little cry with. I just love the interaction of the people that are in my life and that are amazing. So I want to thank you all for just being amazing and just making me smile. And I'm just happy. So I want to say thank you all. Have a wonderful and amazing rest of your day. And I will see you guys next Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will get back to our regular scheduled program where I am live. But I just wanted to come on and say, hey, y'all, I love you. Peace out. Love you. Thank you, everybody, for the amazing messages, the text messages, the DMs, the cards, the Cash App, the gifts, the food. Man, the cards, just so much. I just want to say thank you. God bless you. And I hope you have an amazing week. Take care.